Hello. Thank you for taking the time to view this important message in this critical time in our nation's history. As you undoubtedly know, the Sheet Metal Workers International Association has endorsed Barack Obama to be the next President of the United States. It was unanimously supported by your General Executive Council. We think it's important you know why we took the position we did, because we understand how you cast your vote is a personal decision. It's personal freedom, just like where you choose to live, your career path, or your religious beliefs. The concept of one person, one vote is a cornerstone of the American way of life. But at the same time, we do have many things in common as union members. And over the next several minutes, you're going to hear John McCain's views on issues that are important to us. In his own words, Senator McCain voted the Bush agenda 95% of the time last year. McCain supported his positions and his philosophies time and time again. Unfortunately, we feel John McCain is merely an extension of the Bush anti-worker, anti-middle class doctrine. It is a doctrine that has the nation in a downward spiral that must be reversed. Our quality of life and the return to the American dream depends on it.
I think you could argue that Americans overall are better off because we have had a pretty good, prosperous time with low unemployment and low inflation, and a lot of good things have happened, a lot of jobs have been created. But let's have some straight talk. Things are tough right now. We need to make the Bush tax cuts permanent, which I voted for twice.
John McCain voted for $60 billion in tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans at the expense of working family programs. As he said, he wants to make these cuts permanent.
I don't believe we're headed into a recession. I believe the fundamentals of this economy are strong, and I believe they will remain strong.
I know NAFTA was a good idea. It's created millions of jobs, and it has helped the economies of all three of these nations. All you have to do is go to Detroit and see the thousands of trucks lined up every day, or go to our southern border. There have been winners and losers, and that's the problem. But free trade is something I think that's vital to the future of America.
NAFTA has resulted in the loss of more than 1 million jobs in its first 10 years alone. Senator McCain supports normalizing relations with China in spite of its history of human rights and workers' rights violations. Every state and the District of Columbia have suffered job losses since China was allowed into the World Trade Organization. The cost? 1.8 million jobs. What about jobs you can't send overseas? Construction jobs. John McCain is the chief architect of a guest worker program that would allow illegal immigrants to stay and work on American soil. Already, current estimates show 25%. 1 out of every 4 construction jobs are being done by undocumented workers. We believe there are plenty of Americans ready to work as long as they receive a decent wage. But Senator McCain doesn't think wages are an issue. Listen to his remarks at our Building and Construction Trades Conference a couple of years ago.
I'll offer anybody here $50 an hour if you'll go pick lettuce in Yuma this season and pick for the whole season. So, okay? Sign up. Okay. When you sign up, and you'll be there for the whole season. The whole season, okay? Not just one day, because you can't do it, my friend.
In his own words, John McCain demonstrates that he simply has no regard or respect for American workers.
The goal is to reduce the cost of health care, maintain the quality of health care, and make it affordable and available to all Americans. That's the goal.
John McCain's proposal on health care would put the plan you currently have on life support. His plan guts state laws designed to protect health insurance consumers. His plan would shift the burden of health care from the employer to the employee, and your premiums would then become part of your taxable income. That's right, you would be taxed on your premiums. McCain's plan would also push you into the private sector to fight the big insurance companies on your own. You'd pay more and get less. And if someone in your family has a pre-existing condition, there will be nothing to stop insurance companies from rejecting you.
The problem with healthcare in America is not the quality. The quality of healthcare in America is the best in the world. That's why you see when somebody overseas gets sick and they got enough money, they come to the United States. It's the cost of healthcare. But my top priority, my top domestic priority, is to give our veterans the health care they need and deserve, and they're not getting today.
John McCain voted against a $19 billion bill for military hospitals. He voted against increasing funding for veterans health care in 2005, 2006, and 2007.
To save Social Security and Medicare on our watch, without the tricks, Band-Aid solutions, lies, and posturing that have failed us for too long, while the problem becomes harder and harder to solve.
John McCain voted to cut billions in Medicare funding. He supported the George Bush-backed attempt to privatize a portion of Social Security money and play with it in the stock market. He missed a key vote that would have amended Medicare Part D, allowing Medicare to negotiate to lower prices with prescription drugs. McCain is also considering moving the retirement age to 68 and reducing the cost of living adjustments to your check once you get there.
Finally, how does Senator McCain feel about unions? Among the first to back him was none other than the ABC, the Association of Builders and Contractors, the most notorious anti-union organization in our construction industry. That's because, just like George Bush, their agenda to eliminate the union way of life is a comfortable fit. John McCain opposes PLAs. He opposes Davis-Bacon. He opposes the Employee Free Choice Act, which strives to level the playing field for workers trying to form unions. He is for so-called right-to-work laws that would seek to eliminate unions altogether. He wants to weaken OSHA safety standards because tougher regulations would cut into profits. Brothers and sisters, over the past 8 years under George Bush, we have seen our country take a frightening turn for the worse. And the experience John McCain brings to the table has been that of walking along side by side with Bush with locked arms as they put us on this horrendous path together. While the rich get richer, our way of life takes a hit with each passing day. If we don't fight for the preservation of the middle class, who else will? Thank you for your time and attention.